coming up to standing with your feet hip distance apart. Lift the shoulders and roll them back and down. Inhale as you lift the shoulders and exhale as you roll them back and down. Then maybe involving elbows. Inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back, and once more inhale forward and exhale back. Then taking the feet wider than hip distance apart, allow the arms to wrap around the body. So nice and relaxed through the arms. If the back feels okay with it, you can twist through the body, taking the gaze behind you. So as you twist to the left, the right toe comes up onto the tip of the toe. As you twist the opposite way, the other foot lifts up to the tip of the toe. Make sure your back feels okay with twisting, breathing. You allow the gaze to come behind you, so mobilizing through the neck. And then we're just going to bring our hands up to shoulder height. If that feels okay, maybe giving ourselves a little tap on the back of the shoulder. Breathing. And then beginning to unravel. Come on, bring the arms back down. And releasing. Bending the knees if you're able to bend your knees, otherwise just keep them straight. Bend the knees and straighten. Bend the knees and straighten. Once more. Bend the knees and straighten. So this time, as we bend the knees, reach the arms out to the side. Bend at the elbows so the palms are facing away. Reach those arms straight as you straighten through the leg. And exhale as you release back down. Inhaling as you bend, reach the arms up over the head. Bend the elbow so the middle fingertips kind of touch almost. Bend the elbow, reach the arm up. And exhale away. Inhaling, bend the knees, bend the elbow, reach the arm up and away. And once more, reach the arm up, bend the elbows. And away, crossing one arm over the front of the body and the other. Or one arm and the other. So we're just crossing over the front of the body, the arm stays in front for the moment. And then we can begin to deepen that if we wish. So the arm comes across the front of the body and then to the back of the body. You can pause there just for a moment. I'll do this view. Reach. And then the hand stays there, and then reach, arm stays there. So you're opening up through your shoulders, through the chest. You can follow the arm with your gaze if you wish, otherwise just keep the gaze wherever suits. And last one, reach. And release, bringing the feet hip distance apart all together. Reach the arms up to shoulder height. Draw the elbows back and then reach the arms away as though you're pushing a wall away. And then bring the arms back, reaching away and back. If you wish, same time, waiting to the right foot, heel down of the left foot extended, reach away, lift the foot. And then draw back. Or left foot in alignment with the right, coming onto the heel, and then drawing back. Or the option 2, you're lifting, bending, lifting, bending. So you're trying to have this little squeeze as you draw the elbows back. So you're working the muscles at the back of the body. Reach and draw back. Reach and draw back. Last one. And release, give a little shake out. Switching sides, other foot. So it's either extend to the heel or heels there, bend the elbows, reach the arm, lift the leg and draw back. If you need to, you could hold on to something here, do one arm at a time. Exhale, reach. Inhale, release. Exhale, reach. Inhale, release. Try to keep those elbows high if you can as you draw them back. reach and release. Reach and release. And last one, reach and release. Give the arms a little shake, give the legs a little shake. Weight into the left foot, right foot onto the ball of the foot. So from here we're going to bend our supporting leg and straighten. Bend the supporting leg and straighten. Another option, you could lift the front leg, tap, lift the front leg and tap. See what your knees prefer. And if your knees are achy today, you can have both legs straight, lift, lower, lift, lower. So our options are one ball of the foot on the floor, then you're bending the supporting leg, bending the leg, straightening, bending and straightening. If that doesn't feel good on the knee, you could lift, tap with the front leg, or you could come straight tap. So lots of different options for you. Breathing. If your balance is good, you could lift the front foot off the floor, bend and straighten. So with this one which I'm doing now, that's really working to strengthen through the ankle. Working our balance. Balances are really good because they're helping to strengthen through the bones. And last one, and release. So other side, perhaps on the ball of the foot, bend, straighten, or knee lift, or leg straight, tap, tap. The harder one, you have your front foot off the floor, and then bending, straightening, bending, and straightening. So really good for stretching out the back of that ankle if it gets tight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Don't be afraid to hold on to something if you need to. Good. Breathing. Last one. And a release, and giving a little shake out. Taking hold of your long straps and bring the heels together and the toes apart. Extend the arms out to shoulder height. Of course, this can be done without a band if you don't have one. Extend the arms out to the side without allowing the band to touch your chest. And then bring the arms forward. Exhaling as you open. Inhaling as you come forward. So as you open, you bend your knees. As you straighten, you draw the arms back and straighten through the leg. Exhaling, inhaling. If you wanted to keep the knees straight, you could do heel lifts instead. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Otherwise, we're bending the knees and straighten. Now, if you've got uncontrolled blood pressure or any heart issues, rest in between. So you're bending, opening the arms, straightening, bring the arms back to shoulder height, and then release the arms back down. Otherwise, keep the arms high. Exhale, reach. Inhale, release. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Inhale and release. Lift the shoulders and roll them back and down, taking the strap behind you. So this time we're coming into heel lifts, lift, lower, lift and lower. And at the same time, we're going to reach the strap behind as we lift and lower. So we've got our plie feet, the heels are together, the toes are apart. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach away. Inhale, lower. Working the muscles at the back of the body, counteracting rounded shoulders, strengthening through our leg muscles, the calves. You can lose the legs if you need to, if you get tired. Reach away and lower. Reach away and lower. Last one, reach away and lower, and giving the legs a shake out, dropping the band, coming to the front of your mat. keeping the right foot forward and taking the left foot back. So left foot turns out to 45, 90, no, 90 degrees or 45, depending on your hip ability really. Bend your front knee or keep it straight if your knee's playing up today. Don't allow the knee to go over the toe. Hand to the leg. Shoulder rolls with your left shoulder or elbow rolls. Or full circles with the arms. Reach forward and back. And you can lean forward if that feels good for you. So you'll get a deeper stretch. Inhaling as you reach forward. Exhaling as you come back. So if you want to make this deeper, you can come down to 90 degrees with the front leg. If you want to make it less deep, you just come up a bit higher. You could even have the leg straight if needed. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Once more. Good, then take the hand, the back hand, the left hand behind the back of the body and draw the elbow back and taking the gaze to the left, either up to the ceiling or around to your left elbow or forward if it doesn't feel good. And release, straighten the front leg. Turn your toes of the front leg and then the back leg. So your left toes are at the top of the mat. Your right toes are to the side. Bend the front knee, make sure the front knee doesn't go over the toes. Back foot in particular, check that the ball of the foot is pressed down by the little toe because that has a tendency to lift up. If your knee's bent like this, maybe draw those toes in more at a 45-degree angle. Hand to the leg, roll through the shoulder. Elbow. And if it feels okay, the arm. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. So you can keep the gaze kind of forward, or you could follow the hand. Noticing if there's any creaks in your shoulders. If your knee begins to feel uncomfortable, just straighten for a while. Bend again if that feels okay. Inhaling as you reach. Exhaling as you lower. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you lower. Inhaling, exhaling. Last one, inhale, exhale. Right hand behind the back of the body. Draw the elbow back, draw the shoulder back. Gaze following that elbow if you can. Make sure that back foot is fully down, grounded into the mat. Breathe. And releasing. And coming back to a standing position, shaking out through the legs. Okay, now making our way down onto our mat. So we'll take the left foot forward and the right foot back. So if your knees aren't happy today, stay in a standing position and do the same thing with the arm. We're going to reach the arm forward and back, forward and back. Otherwise, drop that right knee down, put a cushion underneath your knee if needed. If you wanted to do much more of a challenge, you can tuck the back toe and lift the back leg off. But it's perfectly okay to have that back knee down, and to deepen the stretch, we're looking for a stretch through the front of the leg. You can bring your left foot more forward. Get in your balance, hand to the left leg. Right arm, inhale, reach. Now that might be up to shoulder height or it might be all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale as you release back down. Inhaling as you reach and exhale as you lower. If you want to use the band here, you can take the band underneath that front foot. Take hold of the band, reach the arm up and then lower down. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you lower. You can make it harder by coming closer with the hand to the foot, or easier, more of a gap between the foot and the hand with the strap. Reach and lower. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach. So if you're standing, reach and lower. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Last one. Reach and lower. Bring in the left foot back, and then we're going to switch. So right foot forward. Bend the front knee. Make sure that knee isn't going over the toe. You can tuck the back toe if you need to. Sometimes that helps if the knee's feeling a bit tight sometimes. If you wish, you've got that strap underneath the front foot. Right hand on the right leg for stability. And then left arm, reach and lower, and then more of a challenge. Oh, can't get there today. Lift and lower. Perfectly fine to have that back knee down though. Probably plenty. Now, we're looking for a stretch, remember, through the front of the left leg. So if you need to sink down a little deeper or bring that front leg more forward, you won't be getting it if you're in a standing position. You're just working more of the arm. Reach and lower. So reach, inhale, lower. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, reach, inhale, lower. And exhale, reach, inhale, lower. Last one. Good, and releasing. So we're going to come into a kneeling position. I'll give an alternative for those who can't come onto all fours at the moment. So we'll start on all fours, and I'm coming on the side of the mat because I'm going to take my leg out to the side. So my right leg comes out to the side. Oh, this is my right leg. Well, opposite. Okay, and then we're going to come into thread the needle from here. So the right arm lifts up to shoulder height or higher for a deeper stretch. Bend the supporting arm as you thread through. So keep that arm lifted rather than sink down fully. Inhaling as you open and exhale as you thread through. So if you need to with this, you could not have the leg out, be on all fours and do the same. If you're in standing, let's see what we can work out. I think we'll do a twist. So if you're in standing, have the hands out in front and come into bow and arrow. So one hand draws back, draw the elbow back, and then reach forward, draw the arm back and reach forward. So if your knees are aching today, this is your alternative for standing. Otherwise, we're on all fours and then leg out, and then right arm threading through, and reach, thread through, and reach. Last one. And releasing. Draw the left leg in, switching sides, right foot out. Weight, oh, I've got my right and lefts mixed out. Left foot out. Weight into the right arm, left arm up to the sky. Exhale as you thread through. So as you thread through, you're bending the supporting elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale as you thread. So if you don't want to twist so much, just shoulder height. If the hips feel unsteady or there's any pain in the pelvis area, come onto all fours so you don't extend the leg out. Inhale, reach. And exhale as you fold through. Inhale, reach. Exhale as you thread. Breathing. So gaze up to the ceiling if that feels okay when you reach the arm up. Otherwise, wherever suits. Inhale, reach. And exhale as you flow through. Last one. And hands to the floor, bringing in the leg and sinking down into child's pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. A breath in and breath out. And breath in and away. Then rising up into knee lifts, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, tuck the toes, and then lifting up into your knee lifts, breathing. And then standing, we can just work on a balance or leg to the side. So we're still engaging through those core muscles. So if you're in knee lifts, you want to make it harder, you draw the knees further back. Or you might have one leg extended behind and straight. You might have both legs straight, so you're in plank. Wherever you are, you're breathing. You're pressing down into your hands, so there's no sinking through your shoulders. The crown of the head is an extension of the spine, so no tuck in the chin or lift in the chin. The breath is flowing. When you've had enough, you just sink down into child's pose. If you want to make it harder, you're in plank, you could lift one leg, lift the other. You can do that in knee lifts actually as well. Lift one foot, lift the other. And when you've had enough, sinking, surrendering into child's pose. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Then lift the head slightly, walking the hands off to one side. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then across to the other side. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Back to center, lowering down onto the front of the body. So, if you wish, you can have your strap around your ankles. So your loop band around your ankles. And your longer band, have that nearby if you wish, and over the back of the body. So we're going to come into back extension. So option 1, your elbows are out to the side, diamond press, lift and lower. Option 2, dart. Then option 3, you can have the band in your hands. And as you lift, you draw the hands away from each other. And then lower. Exhale as you draw the arms away from each other. Inhaling as you lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Breathe in and breathing out. Let that breath flow. Rest if you need to. So as you lift, if you've got the strap, you'll reach the strap around your hands, that is. We're not doing anything with the leg just yet. Reach the arms away and lower. Reach away and lower. And last one. Reach away and lower. Releasing, resting, maybe cross the arms. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. And release the strap to the side. Keep your loop band around your legs. Release the forehead to the floor and take your arms out into cactus. So that would be you straighten through the arms and then bend through the elbows. The forehead is resting on the floor. Press down into the hands, rise the head up, and then release back down. Lift the head and lower. Now leave the forehead down. If your nose gets squashed, you can always pop a little cushion underneath the forehead or a rolled up towel. Right arm lifts, lower, left arm lifts, lower, right arm lifts, left arm lifts. So just do the head lifts if that's okay for you, if you don't want to lift the arms, see what works. Okay, so we're going to combine this with some leg movements. So our right leg is going to lift off the floor. Oh, and then the left leg off the floor. Right leg off the floor and left leg off the floor. So as you lift the right leg, lift the left arm, lower. As you lift the left leg, lift the right arm, and then lower. Then keep both legs and arms down. Rise up the head, neck and chest and lower. So we've got opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. Arms and legs stay down, head lifts. Now if your back feels strong enough, when you do that head lift, you can lift the arms up as well, but don't do it if it's too much for you. Or maybe you could just lift one arm and the head and then switch next time. Okay, so let's have a go. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Rising the head and lowering. Arm and leg. Arm and leg. Rising the head and lower. So to make it harder, only if the back felt okay with it, you can have your arms into a V position. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Rise at the head, neck and chest and lower. So we've got that nice flow, opposite arm, opposite leg. Now if it's too much to do both together, do one at a time. Lift and lower. Try to breathe out as you lift, inhale as you lower. Out as you lift, inhale as you lower. And then lift the head, neck and chest, and releasing and resting. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and away. Good. Into forearm plank, elbows tucked in, press down through the hands, draw the belly in. That might be enough. Maybe lift the hips, maybe lift the thighs. That might be enough. Perhaps tuck the toes and lift the leg up, knees up, sorry. And then much harder, one leg out, other leg out. Breathe. So see where it feels good for you. Make sure those shoulders are drawn down away from the edge. You're pressing down into your hands and you're lifting the belly off the floor. Breath is flowing. And gently releasing. And then rolling onto the side of the body. Bending your knees at a 90-degree angle so your shins are in alignment with the front of the mat. Your strap is above your knees. So if the knees aren't happy today, do straight legs. Cushion under the head if you want one here. Top hand in front or to the top of the body or up to the sky. We'll keep the leg as is and lift the leg so we don't straighten or bend it, and then lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you drop. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you drop. So to make it harder, when you lower down, you hover so you don't allow the leg to drop down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Inhale and release and give it a little tap out. Legs straight and then slightly to the front of your mat. So this time, the top hand resting on the leg, reach the arm up and exhale as you lower. Reach the arm up and exhale as you lower. So if you want with this one, if you've got a cushion under the head or you're comfortable with your arm